I need to tell you something that successful people are going to hate me for saying, and I mean really hate me, because what I'm about to reveal is the one thing they've been hiding from you. I spent years studying them, not just casually, obsessively. I read their interviews, I watched their documentaries, I listened to every podcast where they shared their so-called secrets. I took notes, I made lists, I tried to find the pattern, and eventually I noticed something that made me angry, really angry. They all say the same things: work hard, stay consistent, share your journey, be transparent about your goals. Sounds reasonable, right? That's what I thought too. But then I started looking deeper. I stopped looking at what they said, and I started looking at what they actually did. Not after they got famous, before, and here's what made me furious. That advice they give you, that's not what they did. When I looked at what happened before the spotlight, I found the exact opposite. They all did one thing, the same thing, and none of them talk about it. Because if they told you the truth, you'd realize everything you're doing right now is wrong. Let me prove it to you. Think about the last time you set a real goal. Something that actually mattered. What did you do next? Be honest. Did you tell someone about it? Maybe you posted about it. New chapter starting. Big things coming. Maybe you texted a friend. I'm finally doing it. I'm starting that business. I'm getting serious. And when you told them, something happened. You felt good, really good. It felt like progress. It felt like you were already on your way. You got the likes, the comments. The "you got this" messages felt great, didn't it? Now here's the question that's going to hurt. How much actual work did you do after that? Not planning, not thinking, actual work. Be honest with yourself, because I already know the answer. Here's what's happening in your brain. The moment you tell someone about a goal, your brain releases dopamine, the reward signal. You haven't done anything yet, but your brain doesn't know that. All it knows is you talked about something important. People responded. That feels like progress, so it gives you the reward, early, for free, without earning it. And now your brain is satisfied. That hunger you had, that fire that was supposed to push you through the hard parts, you just gave it away, for likes, for comments, for a moment of feeling good. Studies show that people who announce their goals publicly are significantly less likely to achieve them. Read that again. Telling people your goals makes you less likely to achieve them because you already got the reward. The actual work now feels pointless, but here's where it gets worse. The moment you announce something publicly, you don't just lose motivation, you invite resistance. Now people are watching you. Let's see if they actually do it this time. They said something like this before. Who do they think they are? They might not say it out loud, but you feel it. And now every step feels heavier. Every decision has an audience. Every small failure is public. This is why most people quit, not because they're lazy, not because they don't want it enough, because they started wrong. They announced before they built. They performed before they produced. They traded their power for attention. And by the time they realized the mistake, the momentum was gone. I did this for years. Maybe you're doing it right now. But here's the question that changes everything. If this is what keeps 99% of people stuck, what do the 1% do instead? This is the part they don't tell you. I went back and studied what happened before successful people became successful. The months with no posts, the seasons with no updates, the periods where they vanished. And I found the same pattern every single time. They disappeared. They went completely silent. No announcements, no updates, no sharing the journey. They just vanished. And when they came back, everything was different. That silence wasn't weakness. It was strategy. Here's what they understood. Silence removes resistance. When nobody's watching, nobody's judging. There's no pressure, no expectations. No audience waiting for you to fail. It's just you and the work. And something changes when you operate like that. You stop performing. You start producing. You stop seeking approval. You start trusting yourself. Every ounce of energy that would have gone into announcing, explaining, proving, all of it goes directly into the work. That's the unfair advantage. Not talent, not luck, not connections, silence. 1 month of silent work beats 6 months of loud planning. 3 months of focused building beats a year of public struggling, because you're not splitting your energy anymore. Every single day it compounds. And then when the work is actually finished, you emerge. Not with a promise, with proof, something that exists, something undeniable. They can doubt your plans. They can question your potential. They can laugh at your goals. but they cannot argue with something that exists. That's why successful people never talk about this. Because if they admitted I went silent and just built, it would expose the lie. The lie that you need to share everything, document everything, announce everything. That advice keeps you stuck. It keeps you performing instead of producing. And they know it. So here's my question for you. Are you building or are you announcing? Are you working in silence or performing for an audience? Because you can do one or the other, but you cannot do both. The next time you want to post about what you're working on, don't. Write it down, keep it private, let it burn inside you, that discomfort you feel, that urge to share. That's the energy you've been giving away your whole life. Keep it, use it, and get to work. Now here's what most people miss. Going silent is just step one. But what you do inside that silence, how you structure those days, those weeks, those months, that determines whether you come back transformed or just quiet. That's why I made a second video. It's the complete 90-day silence system, the daily structure, the mental framework, what to do when motivation disappears and nobody's watching. If you're serious about this, actually serious, click the video on screen right now. That's your next step. But if you're not ready yet, at least do this. Subscribe, because I'm building this channel the same way I'm telling you to build your life. In silence. No hype. No shortcuts, just stacking value video by video. And if that sounds like the kind of content you need, we're building something here. Most people will watch this, feel inspired, and do nothing. But you're still here, 5 minutes in, still watching. That tells me something. Maybe you're different. Prove it. Click the video or subscribe or both. Stack in silence. Rise in time. I'll see you in the next one.